I beat Beavis and Butthead 1,000 times for you guys. Fucking Dave.
Still finding ways to assault innocent young minds with some of the most degenerate, indefensible art the world has ever seen.
One night, I was going to 7-Eleven over on Main Street over by BCU, and I saw all these people walking in just covered in all this fucking shit, man. They had been hosed down or whatever. And I looked at them, I'm like, what happened to you guys? And they said, we just came from GWAR.
Dave played my imaginary friend, Odor Surungus. He lived in my closet, and he would give me horrible advice and touch me inappropriately, much like he did in real life.
And even now, finding out that Dave was an adopted child, and just visualizing his adoptive parents finally with a bouncing ball of joy all their own, and he grows up to become Odorous Orungus.
And in preparation for the show, just in case the band sucked, I took 3 hits of high-quality blotter acid. This ensured that not only would I not have a boring time at the show, but that I would be in no way, shape, or prepared for what was about to happen, you know? So my first GWAR experience is I'm sitting there peeking my fucking balls off, you know, trying to understand the secrets of the universe, and then these fucking freaks come in and start killing everything. I'm like, oh my god, holy fuck, this is fucking awesome, man.
First subjected to GWAR when I went to record something up in New York with Kramer, and the first thing he did when I got into his loft was, you know, there's something I think you need to see. My life was never the same again. That early video became my favorite show and tell toy for unsuspecting guests like Al Jorgensen for the next 2 or 3 years. It was so much fun to just pop it in just so I could stand back and watch people watch GWAR, having no idea what was about to happen to them.
When I was 14 years old, I got my first job bagging groceries at a supermarket on Cape Cod, and the one weird cashier with the piercings and shit turns around to me one day and he says, hey man, listen to this tape, it'll change your life. And that tape was Hello, and it did change my life. By the time I got through the first chorus of I'm in love with a dead dog, I was a fan for life. And not because I've personally been in love with a dead dog per se. Yes,
We're in it.
Yeah. So I'm Amy.
Hey.
And this is Brett.
I'm Brett.
From Revocation.
Pleasure.
And we're at GWAR-B-Q.
Okay.
In Richmond, Virginia.
It's going down.
Yeah, it is going down. It's hot as balls out here.
And balls are hot. We know that.
Yeah, balls are definitely hot.
Yeah.
Is it hot enough out here at GWAR-B-Q for you?
Yes.
Yes. It's sweltering hot outside. We're inside in the air conditioning.
You should have been on cholesterol.
Yes.
It was a ball of fat.
Yes.
Very humid. And greasy.
And it blisters in the sun, doesn't it?
I don't know.
I just realized that I wore a black on black shirt in 110-degree weather.
This is the drummer, Ryan Paris of Ryan Reagan.
Hi, Ryan.
We call him Ryan Reagan.
So
Are you drunk?
I'm gonna go over there.
Are you drunk? Are you having a drunk set tonight?
You need what?
Are you ready for the concert?
Hi, this is Amy with ResonantRockstar.com, and I'm here with Tony.
Hello.
Of Iron Reagan. We're at GWAR-B-Q. What do you guys got coming up?
We have a set coming up in a couple hours. We have about 20 songs coming up in 18 minutes.
In 18 minutes.
That's what we're trying. That's our goal, is to bust 20 songs out in 18 minutes.
So, what do you guys got coming up next? What's going on with GWAR? Where are you going from here?
Lunch. I'm hoping lunch will be next.
Ooh.
And then a nap.
And a nap.
Yes.
Awesome. And then later you're going to spray human filth with cum and blood, right?
Well, I would think so. Yes.
That's probably going to happen.
It probably will.
So, to everybody who's here, yesterday and the day before, and everybody who organized this, Tammy, Brad, Nicole, everybody, show your love. Round of applause, man. This is fucking amazing. Have fun, respect each other. If you see a fight, break it up. You see someone fall, pick them up. You see a beer and it's getting empty, top them off. And thanks again to GWAR for doing the honorable thing. We got a lot of honorable people here today. This one's for them. It's called Honor Never Dies! Yeah, yeah.
Growing up around the GWAR family in the music industry, what is some of the things that you've brought away from them, that you've learned from them?
They pretty much taught me how to tour and how to be a musician. Pretty much everything I've done in my life, as far as like everything I've wanted to do. I don't know, that's a weird thing, that's kind of a heavy thing to say, but like those dudes fucking taught me how to tour, they taught me how to be semi-professional, and they taught me how to have a positive attitude no matter like what's going on, the worst fucking case scenario, you know? And yeah, we came up with those dudes. Like, I don't know, the past 10 years I've spent a lot of time with those guys, and I have the utmost respect and love for them.
And the first tour we ever did as Lamb of God, the first real tour we ever did, GWAR took us out. You know? They gave us a chance. Nobody knew who the fuck we were. They basically taught us how to tour. I didn't know what a tour manager was. I didn't know what a lighting guy was. I didn't know what production meant, any of that music business stuff. We learned all that from them on that tour. They taught us how to be a band, how to do what we do for a living today. For that, we're eternally grateful to these guys. In a strange way, they're kind of like parents to us, which is kind of disturbing.
Yeah. So we are here at GWAR-B-Q, and yesterday we put the master himself in the lake and burned him and sent him off to Valhalla. So I'm asking everybody here today, what is some of the best advice or the best things that you can remember that you got from Dave and from Oderus and GWAR?
I mean, always use your brain to the fullest potential. You know, he was clearly a mastermind, and a lot of people sell themselves short. So, you know, do your own thinking and act on your own thinking.
It's true.
And take care of yourself, which is a big theme of yesterday. And,
yeah.
you know, that was it. You know.
Yeah.
To unleash these insane ideas. Believe me, I know how hard it is to keep a band of 4 or 5 people together, but 10, 12, 15, that's amazing. We all know people who just bubble over with awesome, incredible ideas, but it's hard enough to make them work in a comic book, let alone execute these ideas in front of a mosh pit full of lunatics, and then pack it all up and do it again. The concept, the characters, the plot, the latex, the hornets, those hideous costumes, coming up with a way to shower people en masse with all that jism and fake blood from hoses under their clothes, attached to pumps hidden behind the band. Brilliant! When students meet at an art school and go out and start a band, this is not what is supposed to happen.
Think about the concept of GWAR. Just consider GWAR for a second. Should it work? No! Fuck no, it shouldn't work! But it has for decades. Look at these dudes, they're still up here. You know?
Then they detoured down to Richmond to see an early GWAR show, their Christmas show, when they were opening for the Butthole Surfers. And Hunter Jackson came out as Jesus Christ and was promptly crucified on a Christmas tree, tied up with Christmas tree lights, and heaped all this icky diluted milk from their jism puppets through the whole show till he had to go off and change into Techno Destructo, not knowing his parents were in the crowd that night. And apparently he was kicked out of his own family for a long time after that.
Outsiders, they don't understand GWAR, and they don't understand us as fans. Why would anybody pay their hard-earned money to go see a band dressed up as rubber monsters and get tons of like bodily fluids thrown on them? Well, they slip and fall and get the shit kicked out of them in a mosh pit. But if you're here tonight, and if you're watching this later at home, then I don't need to tell you why. You just get it. And for those of you that out there that don't understand GWAR, fuck you.
By the time they hit the West Coast, I found myself cast in the show. Or was I abducted? The Metro in Oakland, I came out in one of these satin baseball jackets worn by idiot music executives to this day to sign GWAR to a contract made out of toilet paper. Next thing I knew, I got smacked in the head with a goblet and a blood bag, and then the blood's running down my forehead, behind my contact lenses, and it stung like hell. So yes, the screams were real.
I also was someone who had the unfortunate luck of having to have my dressing room right next to his, and I can tell you firsthand, that costume smelled like a rotting bag of dicks that was left in a trash bag filled with curdled milk in the middle of summer. It was fucking horrible.
I'm honored to this day that GWAR invited me to play Boss Glom in the Skullhead Face movie. And after shooting a bunch of stuff where I'd go back and forth with Sleazy P. Martini, the last take was when I would tear off the latex mask that took 8 hours to apply as I kind of blew up and turned into the Skullhead Face robot. And they had a hose under me, and as I was tearing it off, French dressing and rotten cottage cheese was coming in with such force, I never knew my sinuses could get that big. Then there was more, and I thought my head really was going to explode. Again, the screams were real.
So, as time went on, our friendship kind of deepened, and every now and then Dave would summon me to the slave pit. You know? And it was different than me going to the slave pit, because I would just pop by sometimes to say hello to these dudes. But when Dave called, I knew that meant he had some sort of fucked up idea he wanted me to be involved in. So one day, I get this call, and he's like, "Randy, I want you to come to the slave pit. I have this idea." I'm like, "Great, wonderful, here we go." We go down there. Excuse me, I had to put that down. And I go down there, and there's Dave in his office. And Dave was always in the office at the slave pit. He's always like doing press. He's always designing the next GWAR story. He's always fixing odorous, do whatever the fuck he's doing. But he's like, "Dude, I have an idea." And I'm like, "Okay." He shuts the door in the office. And he's like, "There is this thing, and it is called Freud." And I'm like, "Okay." And he's like, "It's a giant gelatinous mass we're going to build. It's like this ooze of ectoplasm. And we're going to have the audience seated all the way around it. And they're going to come in, and we're going to get Devin Townsend to do the music. It's going to be very, very disturbing. It's just going to be horrific noise. And it's going to start quiet, and this ooze is going to start spinning. Right? And there's going to be lights going on in the middle, and stuff is going to start flying off the side, and it's going to be smacking the audience members in the face, and the music is going to get louder and louder and more intense. And in the middle, as the lights are going on, there's going to be this pathetic, mewling figure, and all you can see is his outline, and he's going to be like, and he's going to reach up, and he's going to be like this, and at the top of this spinning faster and faster and faster, he's going to give out a giant scream, and then it's going to explode, and the audience is going to be coated in mucus and bile, and that thing in the middle of this mountain is you. Randy, you are Freud. And I looked at him, and I said, "I'll do it. Fuck yeah, I'll do it." I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about right now, Dave. But I will fucking do it, because I knew he could make it work.
Destruction!
My favorite meat grinder memory is when GWAR first broke big and were playing the Warfield Theater, big place, 300 capacity in San Francisco, for Bill Graham. My hair was a little longer and curlier at that point, and I realized if I played this right, I might even be able to impersonate Bill Graham. So I got that same satin baseball jacket and stopped the show, scolding GWAR, scolding the guys, what do you think you're doing on my stage? Jerry Garcia would never do anything like that. You want real music? Santana, you out there, you owe all your money to me, you owe your scene to me, you ain't nothing, I own you. And then, imagine how wild the audience went when Bill Graham himself, the meanest rock biz person in California, thrown into the meat grinder. Just erupting while I was slowly inching my way down the inside of yet another homemade GWAR device, splintery plywood, trying not to land on the whirring fan blade as a GWAR slave was feeding hot dogs into it to spray the audience with Bill Graham's entrails or Graham burgers or whatever.
Like when I was 16 years old, standing at the front of the stage getting shot with fake jizz, I didn't think I would be writing press releases saying like, GWAR to take over Japan. GWAR, the biggest thing to hit Japan since the atomic bomb. That press release was edited. We were not allowed to run with that press release, but it was good.
And many of you, I think, have seen when Joan Rivers had Odorous and Beefcake on there. There she is trying to keep a straight face while somebody in the most hideous mask ever made. Basically, human beings we see as food. Dogs, so gleefully into the jaws of death. Everywhere you look nowadays, you look on TV, you see people being run over by tanks, beaten by the police, people starving, and new sexual diseases. Obviously, the human race is in love with self-destruction. We are only satisfying a consumer need.
We love GWAR because of the awesome music, their sense of humor, their artistic creativity, the social commentary, and the fact that they take these fucking assholes that we put up on a pedestal, these celebrities and politicians, and then they slaughter them in front of us for our enjoyment. There's no other band like GWAR, and there never will be. And as we all know, Dave Brockie's sense of humor, his wit, and his twisted soul were like some of the main potent ingredients that made this band what it was and what it will continue to be.
Pulling a fish out of Lacey Peterson, remember that murder? With a lit cigarette in its mouth was bad enough, then out comes this indescribably hideous green baby that had me falling on the floor. I was laughing so hard. So sick, so wrong, and so GWAR. A developmentally disabled Toltec fetish gone horribly wrong that turned out to be a simple piece of green foam that Dave said he carved one day in about 15 minutes when he was bored.
Behind the decadent, odorous persona, deep within the guy who could absurdly say shocking things and get away with it because, think about the genius of that character. He could say anything and you can't argue because you're arguing with a rubber alien. So who's the asshole?
Sold my flash and champ, yeah! You know what I got? Hell of a mellow! A little thing I just can't
working for you, right?
Yeah, Sam Turner from Denver. We got a lot of Denver love, man. Dead Temple and Speed Wolf. Those are our fucking people, man.
What's up,
That's our
guys?
fucking heart. Love those guys. Love those guys and gals.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we're from Denver, and we had to come all the way up here just for this because we couldn't miss out on all of our favorite bands playing. Awesome. And well, hopefully we'll be seeing you guys in Denver sometime soon. You guys gonna keep doing?
Maybe we might have a special day for Denver.
That might
we'll
be
have to wait and see.
That might be epic. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you guys on tour. You gonna come through Colorado?
Absolutely, which is a very special place to us. So.
Yeah, you guys like Colorado, don't you?
I love Colorado. I love True Brewery. They're homies of ours. You know, we get a lot of band friends, Havoc, the Cephalic guys. So
fuck yeah.
It's always good coming through Colorado.
Say hi, Leonard.
Much love. Fucking
hi, Cephalic. Everybody today that I've interviewed, what is some of the best advice that you could give to a new musician? We all know that Dave was really big on bringing up new musicians and helping them out. So what kind of advice would you have for somebody that's starting out?
I would say don't give up. Don't tell people you suck. If you suck, push harder. Because that's what I do. When I write a song and somebody tells you it sucks, I just make a better one.
So what is some of the best advice that you could give somebody starting out? Let's pass some of this knowledge on.
Starting out, I would say just expect to never make money. If you're playing music, you're just going to be broke for the rest of your life. And accept it and do what you love. Yeah. And if you're thinking that you're going to be a fucking rock star and make a lot of money, then you're in it for the wrong reasons. And if you play with your heart and have a good time, that's all that fucking matters.
That's right. It's all about heart and family and doing what you love.
Yeah.
Keeping the music alive and spreading it to a new generation.
There's also poop things I would talk to you about too.
Poop things.
There are pointers when you tour that you have to just learn how to hover certain ways.
Yeah, no shitting on the bus.
No solids.
Hot bag.
No solids. Whenever somebody goes in the bathroom, everybody in the bus goes, no solids. There's like a new person on the bus. So don't poop on the bus.
No pooping on the bus. Any other?
I had to bring in a poop joke there. We're getting a little too serious.
In the community in Richmond here, it's been heavily influenced by you guys. There's lots and lots of local musicians around here that have credited you guys with bringing them up in the scene. So what is some of the best advice you could give to a new musician starting out?
Kill yourself, because you'll never be as good as we are.
It's true. It's true.
Don't the sword and the knife and the music. Send them to war and then make them lose it. That's in the bomb, don't want to defuse it. That's in the head, don't want to choose it. Look and say you'll let me say. Look and say you'll let me say. Look and say you'll let me say. And that's why I won't go away. Look and say you'll let me say. Look and say you'll let me say. Let me say you'll let me say. If it's the era of calamity, and I see this with perfect clarity, there never was an illusion of parity. I have no need for your crippled Christ. We have no need for your crippled Christ. And we never let for your advice. We don't have to fight a genocide. They fear us more, but they know that we don't lie. It's gonna be your hatred this time. You mock death for calling a crime. I twist the dagger, it's deep in your back. But it ain't never this time.
And that people wearing Viking helmets, or before she became Slymenstra, a snake whip costume to the show. What kind of ringmaster, organizer, ball of energy can motivate that many other creative balls of energy to put in all the hard work for something like GWAR year after year after year? The constant in GWAR all this time was Dave. And like Robin Williams, Dave Brockie can never be replaced. I will always miss him. I will always love him.
But behind all of that was an incredibly sensitive guy, and a guy whose mind worked so fast and so uniquely that he operated on his own planet. He's also a guy who appreciated you, his fans, more than you'll ever know.
Back on the side, it's the first gig of the tour, and I'm really fucking nervous because there is a line of people just like you all the way around the block, you know? It's the biggest crowd we've ever played in front of before. And it's about 30 minutes before showtime, and I go to our van and get my clothes or whatever and come out, and I see Dave standing on the loading dock. He wasn't in his odorous costume yet. And he's standing there and he's looking at this line of all these people, all of you people, people just like you. And he's got his arms crossed, and he's got his Redskins jersey, and he's got his fucking fanny pack on, because he didn't give a fuck. And he's standing there, Dave Brockie, the only guy I know who could rock a fanny pack to this day. He's standing there with his arms, his crossed, and he has this immense look of satisfaction and pride on his face. And I go up and I'm like, what's up, Dave? And he's, we have the weirdest fans in the world. And he said it with such love. Dave loved you people, you know? He fucking loved you. And he was proud that he could be a giant space monster for you, you know? I told my wife that story about 8 million times before Dave ever passed. And she said, the first time, when Dave died, I told her that story. I'm like, have I ever told you the story about it? And she goes, yes, honey, you know? And just let me ramble instead of like, you know, cutting me off. But she goes, honey, he gave them a home. And that's what Dave did for me. He gave me a home. And he gave us all a home together, you know? We're all here right now. This is evidence of it. And Dave would be very fucking proud of all you people.
I still have a message in my phone from Dave, as far from odorous orungus as you can get, telling me how much he loved me in almost hippy-dippy fashion, and how much I meant to him as an inspiration and as a friend. That's pretty cool. Likewise, back at you, buddy. Message is still in my phone because I still haven't gotten around to calling him back.
What Dave, the tattooed heavy metal badass, probably wouldn't want everybody to know, though, is that he was such a sweet guy that he never missed an opportunity to tell you that he loved you. And perhaps out of everything I can take out of my time with Dave, it's to do that. You know, as a somewhat grown man, I don't do that. You know, I don't say I love you to the people that probably need to hear it, and it's probably because I'm afraid to say it because I don't want to get my heart broken, or I don't know why I do that. Maybe it's just as a man, you don't want to say that to another dude. You know, I love you, but. All I know is that even dying far too young and far too fast, Dave never missed that opportunity. Now, just about 14 days before he passed away, he had called and left me a message just to say, I love you. And sometimes, you know, I keep this on my phone so that I can hear it when I need it, or when I can play it for other people that should hear it. And I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try, so let's see.
Hey, what's up there, buddy? I just thought I would give you a call. We are in Australia and killing it. Getting this insane reaction from chopping off Tony Abbott's head. He's the prime minister of this country. And it's like, it's really getting fucking intense. And I just was missing my Austin family and just wondering what was going on. And after this is over, we're going to Japan for 2 shows, and I'll be home in about 2 weeks. I'd really love to talk to you and catch up with everything that's going on. Hope you and yours are doing great. Please give my love to everyone. I miss you. And love you very much.
Send me that.
You little Adam-breed motherfucker. All right. Take care.
this now bring us closure? I hope not. I hope not, because I don't think closure really exists, does it? Especially when something like this happens. As far as I'm concerned, closure is more of a recent cliche pop culture term used to sell everything from psych meds to religion to the death penalty. When my little sister Julie and her Scottish husband Clive died in a mountain climbing accident in 1996, well-meaning people tried to console me, telling me, "Don't worry, you'll get over it." I told them, "Yo, I don't want to get over it. How could I get over Julie and Clive? She was my sister and Clive was a cool dude. I was just beginning to know him. I want them inside me always. 2 or 3 times a year, something like this, it all comes back and I have to let it rocket through me, break down, lose it, cry all over again. Then I get up and I keep walking, straight on." And for those of you who, like me, are not just fighting lingering grief, but also a little piece of you inside that's feeling kind of angry with Dave and the senseless way we all lost him, that's okay. Losing Dave was preventable, shouldn't have happened, and dude, you knew better. You knew better. That said, I feel like that one of the best ways to pay our respects and tribute to somebody we really love and admire is also to learn from their mistakes. When another good friend of mine, Kenny Jensen, drummer for DOA, was killed in a fire, Rob Wright from No Means No said, "You know how I'm going to remember Kenny, and they grew up together? I'm buying smoke detectors." Yeah, I mean, when my dad died last September, you know what I did for him? I went out and got me a colonoscopy. He refused to have one, and he might still be here today if they caught the cancer in time, although there were other stuff going on. But point is, okay, Dad, I'm going to do it. So, for Dave, I hope you're out there somewhere throwing Abe Lincoln and Jimi Hendrix into that great meat grinder in the sky. Brainstorming and exploding brainstorming with Robin Williams at last. Robin needs you right now. And boy, are you two going to have a lot of fun. And for GWAR, and my brothers and sisters in the Slave Pit family, and everybody here, I love you all. Please, take care of yourselves. It's important. Thank you.
Now, I didn't call Dave back right away. I didn't text because I assumed I'd see him again very soon and get to say it. But I can't now. So, in the presence of my metal family, I love you too, Dave. And I'm sorry I didn't say it enough, and I promise that I won't make that mistake again with anybody else. On behalf of the fans in the Holliston Nation, of which I know there's many out here today, and on behalf of the main cast, Joe Lynch, Laura Tees, Corey English, and Dee Snyder, we miss you, we love you, and we will do you proud when the show continues with Season 3. In closing, I want to say, first of all, I think it's testament to how amazing Dave was that he could die suddenly but still drag it out over 5 fucking months. But, you know, I've used the word family a bunch tonight. You've heard that word used a bunch. And there's, you know, I've had a fucking hell of a year personally between death, divorce, and all the shit that we all have to deal with in one way or another. And there's one message, if I could use this opportunity to spread to you guys, and that's that, like, life is gonna kick you in the balls repeatedly. You're gonna get fired from jobs. You're gonna have husbands and wives tell you they don't love you anymore and leave you. You're gonna have friends let you down. But look to the person to your left and the person to your right. Actually, you know what? Fucking take each other's hands. That's your metal family. And when life throws shit at you and you don't think you can take it anymore, all you have to do is go to a concert and celebrate one of the bands you love, and your family will always be here. We will never break up, we will never let each other down, and we will always be there to help each other off of the mosh pit that is life. So tomorrow, when you're celebrating the life of Dave and you're watching these bands, make sure that you take a moment to look around and appreciate this time that we get together, because you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. And let the bands on stage feel that, especially GWAR, who needs you now and moving forward more than ever before. GWAR's never let us down, so let's not let them down now.
So, you know, I can't say it's my pleasure to get up here and give a eulogy for Dave Brockie, but I will say it is my honor. He is my friend and, you know, a big brother figure to me. He taught me a lot, and I know he would be so proud that all you people are here to honor him today. Thank you very much.
Chris suggested that maybe when you're thinking about Dave, the best thing to do is for everybody to have a primal scream in his honor. So what I want to do right now is I'm going to count to 3, and when I get to 3, I just want you to scream at the top of your lungs so that Dave can hear you, right? And you'll be amazed at how good this feels. And it's something that he did all the fucking time. So let's give it a shot. 1, 2, 3. Feels good. Doesn't that feel good?
Hail fucking GWAR. Hail fucking Otis. And hail Dave Brockie.
Somebody like me!
have the people on this stage here today. So happy to have the people in the audience here today. Yeah, there's a lot of love. Right now, we are going to perform a ceremony that is untested.
Sweet!
But we have faith that the slaves of GWAR will execute this in style, if not completely. So, we are going to give Dave Brockie a fitting, an odorous Urungus, actually, that's who we're sending off right now, a Viking funeral. And leading us will be the beautiful Danielle Stamp, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable to have her here. As the Valkyrie, Symenstra Highland. She will lead us, as will the pipes, right? And we're going to do the Pied Piper thing. We're going to head to the lake, and a flaming arrow is going to be shot at the gasoline-soaked rubber monster that's floating in a Viking ship. Let's do it.
Sad will, baby. Dave, I hope you're seeing this. I hope you're seeing this family that you created. We're still here, we're still staying together, and we're still with you.
I don't have too much to say. I've said a lot, and you know, I didn't expect to be as moved by this today as I have been. And you know, Dave, I know for a fact that Dave would have been, he wouldn't have expected this somehow, because it wasn't in him to expect this, but he would appreciate it a lot.
That was not good. Too late!
Thank you for everything, Danielle. I'm here forever. I don't even know how
Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine. He's a very important man.